What's up, YouTube? It's your boy NC Yogi, and today I'm gonna be talking about why I like Swift. Um, Basically, I like Swift because they were the company that gave me a chance. Um, what they do is they'll put you through school. Well, you go to a schooling program. Usually like a Trans Tech, or I think they even have it at the Swift terminals as well. But they pay for your schooling up front. If you need housing, it's about $3,300. If you don't need housing, it's about 17, somewhere around there. And when you start working, you will pay about $75 back each week, out of each of your paychecks, to pay for that schooling back. And then if you work for them a second year, you get that $75 back into your check. So it becomes your money at that point. Ultimately, it's your money. You're paying for school, $75 a week, and then they're gonna replenish it back into your check each week. So, I like Swift because they give you a chance. They say, hey, I'll take ordinary person off the street if they're interested in being a truck driver, and I'll put them through school, put them on the road with a mentor, teach them, skills needed to be successful, and they'll send you on your way. And you can have a choice of driving by yourself. You can have a choice of OTR, dedicated, team dedicated. Me personally, solo. I'm solo. Nothing against team driving. I guess I can go into that in another video. Team driving versus solo driving, and just my experience and what I believe and what I think about. Because I was at one point about to do team driving when I first started. And I think it was just because I didn't want to be on the road by myself as much. But, after my first month, 3 weeks, I'm gone. So it didn't really bother me after that. But, just communicating back and forth, home and kids and stuff like that. So another thing is they have what's called job placement. And what job placement is they give you a division that you want to actually work in. So let's just say you're OTR driver, which is over the road. And you're away from your family a lot, and you want to be closer to home, and you want to spend more time at home. What they'll do is they'll find other opportunities within Swift. So they partner with a lot of different companies: Home Depot, Kraft, Walmart is a big one. Michelin Tire. They partner. Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. So what they do with the job placement is they say, okay, so you want to be home this amount of time, right? All right, so we're gonna need you on the road this amount of time. Will this one suit what you need and what you're looking for? And you go yay or nay, and they try to work with you as best as possible. And that right there shows that they have some sense of caring for their drivers, and they want to keep that retention with their drivers to stay with Swift over time. Excuse me. And another thing is that Swift has, other than job placement, which is a great opportunity because you can just hop around different jobs within the same job. You can go to Dollar Tree. If you don't like it, you go to Michelin Tire. You don't like it, you go to Kraft. You don't like it, you go to Walmart dedicated. You don't like it, hopefully, you settle down eventually. But You have to keep your what's called a CSP score. It's a score within the company. You have to keep it down to a certain rank to be able to go to each job placement. You can't just bounce around with a high rating that shows, different drive cam events and stuff like that. So you got to be a pretty decent driver to bounce around from position to position within the company. If you don't have a great score, what they'll do is they'll keep you where you're at, and then over time, once your score starts to drop, they'll then say, you can call them back and say, hey, all right, my score's dropped, I'm ready to transition into another position within Swift. All right, so that's why I like it. And another thing is, the last thing I can think of is the terminals. They have a terminal in almost every state. It's not one in every state, but almost every state. A lot on the East Coast. You can park there, you can rest. Showers are free. Wash and dryer's free. Food ain't free. They have food selection, so you would have to pay for that out of pocket. But I mean, there's not too many places you can go. If you go to a truck stop, you're going to be paying for your meal. You're going to be paying for your shower with your fuel probably, and then you're going to be paying to wash your clothes. So if you go to a terminal, you at least have a free shower. You don't have to fuel up. You don't have to get fuel, and you have free wash and dryer. So you have another week or whatever, however long you don't wash your clothes, worth of clothes. And you can just travel through a state, stop real quick, wash your clothes, put it in your pre-plan, travel, stop at a local terminal, shut down for that day, go wash your stuff, watch football game. They have a driver's lounge. Some of them have video games. I've been to a terminal where they had a Wii system. They also had it was during basketball season, so they had basketball up on the big screen for the drivers. So, and then they got vending machines and stuff like that. So that's perfect. And they, ultimately they try to work with you. Like I said, their job is to try to keep as many drivers linked into their program as possible, where they don't want them to be released. So they work with you, and that's those are the top 3 reasons that I personally like Swift. NC Yogi Boy out. Until next time, make sure you like, subscribe, and if you have any questions, make sure you comment, and I'll try to get back to them. Later.